Hey guys, welcome back to another fair Neobrand combo video in Modern. This time we're back playing Chancellor of the Tangle. Couldn't get enough of it last time, so definitely want to give it another go. The main difference with this list from the previous list is we're not running any Glittering Wish. So all of our Neoform and Eladamri's Call are in the main deck. So because we're not running Glittering Wish, we were able to up our Birthing Rituals and Planar Genesis to 4. So now we have more dig and more evolution effects. So I go into more detail about the deck in my other videos, but overall, you're just looking to combo off turn 1 using Chancellor of the Tangle. You get that free green mana, you get to cast Neoform on your Allosaurus Rider turn 1, you get that turn 1 Griselbrand, and you're off to the races. Our flex spots in this list are Xenagos, Ureni, Ghalta, Trastodon, Griselbrand, and Atraxa. So because we're not running any Summoner's Pact, it's a little difficult to get the Xenagos Ghalta combo, but we still have it in the deck just in case. For the sideboard, we have 3 Orange Chants for combo decks, Veil of Summer for control decks, Consigned to Memory for Eldrazi, the Mirror, Voice of Victory for control decks, Endurance for graveyard decks, 1 Island for moon effects, Into the Flood Maw for creatures, a 3rd Passeju, and 2 Force of Vigor for artifacts and enchantments. So that is your fair Neobrand combo featuring Chancellor of the Tangle. Before we get into the video, I want to talk to you guys about becoming a YouTube channel member. You'll get access to a lot of cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. Also, we're a Mana Traders content creator, so if you want to save up to 25% on your first subscription, all that information is in the description below. So if you want to see more Neobrand content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. Alright, welcome to match 1 on the draw. And I think we can keep this hand. We have Planar Genesis, and we have Neoform. All we're missing is the Dino. So we can Planar Genesis, hopefully find it. I don't think we need to mulligan this hand because we have that and Neoform. We can start with some Surveil lands also to help that out. They go Caves of Korlos. Oh. Alright, so this is going to be mono black Eldrazi, which is going to be annoying because they have Thoughtseize and Thought Not Seer. Good Hedge Maze. There you go. So I do think we go for it. I'm assuming they don't have, like, Solitude or something. We don't know exactly what this is, but we can assume. Let's get rid of these two, because we can always Eldritch, Evolution, whatever we get. Alright, let's cast Neoform. Okay, that lands. What are we getting, though? Like, Ureni is protection from white. Griselbrand, we can draw cards. Trastodon just eats their stuff, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, they are white and black. I feel like it only makes sense to get Ureni. So we'll just get that, and hopefully it's fine. It's a 2-turn clock. They shouldn't have any removal for this, and we'll pass. Like, you could get Griselbrand, draw some cards, and do more. Bowmaster, sure. No attacks. Draw the Griselbrand. Let's attack. Get in for 11. And I think I'm just going to pass. We could play Passeju, Evolution this. I kind of want to hold up Passeju. Like, again, we don't know exactly what this is. We're assuming it's just mono black Eldrazi, yeah. And they just scoop it up. So against this deck, we definitely want Force of Vigor. They are an Urza Saga deck, so they'll have Pithing Needle for Griselbrand if we go that way. Veil could be interesting as well. And I think in this matchup, we can take out some Chancellors. We don't have to be as crazy fast. So let's bring in Veils and try this. All right, we will keep this hand. We have Allosaurus Rider. We have this to find anything we need. Veil of Summer to hopefully protect against Thoughtseize. They play Temple Go. This doesn't protect against Thought Not Seer. Force of Vigor. So we'll start with the Windswept Teeth. We can either Surveil or Veil. They do have the Thought Not Seer. Pretty unfortunate. They're definitely going to take Allosaurus Rider. I'd imagine. Yeah, they do. This is probably their best turn 2 play. Double Temple into this. Hopefully they don't have like K commands. Take Hedge Maze. Evolution. We're going to graveyard that. We're looking for a dinosaur. Another land. So now they know about Veil, but they don't know about Force of Vigor. And we'll just pass. No, another Thought Not Seer. So I don't really want to Planar Genesis in response, because if we do find a Allosaurus Rider, then they're just going to take it. I think we just have to let this go. It just feels bad. Double Thought Not Seer is pretty gross, especially when we board in these Veils for Thoughtseizes and stuff. All right, they do take that. Kind of sad. They get in for 4. Obviously, we would have played the fetch land to Surveil if we had known that. We draw the Allosaurus Rider. That's pretty funny. So now we need the evolution effect. So we're just going to pass, try to survive. We have at least a few turns. Double Thought Not Seer coming in hot. Just kidding, we're at 7. So they probably have like some type of K command, and then we're just screwed. Ureni to the graveyard. Planar Genesis. We will Planar Genesis. We find evolution. We do find Birthing Ritual. We're going to try to, I guess, Birthing Ritual. That's the only way we get out of this. Birthing Ritual. And we're going to have to fetch Shock too, which stinks. So we'll get a Breeding Pool. Go get Birthing Ritual. Cast Birthing Ritual. We'll pitch like this. There's no reason to hold the Veil over Force, because if we get to untap, we'll see. Let's see how lucky we get. We need a Atraxa. We do find the Atraxa. All right. Take the Atraxa. We have 4 in the deck, so it's not like insane. Take Misty, Planar Genesis, Neoform, Birthing Ritual, Atraxa. Do we take Atraxa? Because Ghalta goes underneath, we can like Neoform. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, we'll just pass. Assuming they have just like a K command, or do they have a kill spell? I don't know, we'll see. Oh, just nothing, they just fetch. So I don't think they can deal like 3 damage with their build. And then trying to get past Atraxa is pretty tough. Yeah, they said they kind of flooded out there. Match 2 on the draw again, and we're going to keep this hand. We have 2 lands. We have Birthing Ritual, Allosaurus Rider. We do have Griselbrand in hand, which isn't very good, but this is great. Forest, love to see that. No disruption, please. Oh, Misty's even better. All right, we're just going to go Misty, pass. Cavern of Souls, naming... I guess this is Broodscale. I'm going to assume Human. Explore. Oh, it's Titan. Birthing Ritual to the graveyard. We should let this resolve first, but it's like, doesn't really matter. Draw another land. We do have Beseiju, which is nice. So I guess we're just gonna straight up Birthing Ritual and Allosaurus Rider, right? There's no reason not to. Birthing Ritual. I mean, I guess we could still lose. They don't have like an amulet, so the chances of us losing here are slim. We'll pitch here just in case we want evolution next turn. Trigger Birthing Ritual. Oof, we brick. So we hit Freylease and Allosaurus Rider. That sucks. I mean, luckily we have evolution and another one. We'll say no, and we'll just pass. They shouldn't have a way to get rid of this. If they do, then that's unfortunate. We would love another turn. Oh, they hedge maze. They do keep a card on top. They play Grazer. Wonder what they kept on top. Probably an amulet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can Titan next turn. So what sucks is that like Atraxa just doesn't win outright. We do have Terrastodon though. That does win outright. So unfortunately, we do have to play our land here. They could also have Beseiju for this. They're just going to chump here, so there's no reason... Let's just have reach. All right, let's attack. I was going to not attack because I don't want to expose this to any removal. See if they just chump here. They don't. I'm assuming they're just going to Beseiju this, but we're going to evolution before that happens. Yeah, they're taking their time here, so they definitely have Beseiju. We're going to evolution. We're going to go to blow up Cruel Turf, and then they're going to Beseiju this. There you go. Okay. Yes, we'll search. We'll get an archive. Evolution. Yeah, why not? We'll keep it. So it is tempting to Ghalta and get Griselbrand into play, but again, they could just untap and win. Because, I mean, they only have 2 cards in hand, but this will just set them back so much that it shouldn't matter. But interested on 1, 2, 3. We'll blow up their lands, and then we also have Planar Genesis. We have Evolution for next turn. It's fine. Okay, so they did keep the amulet on top. They're not totally out of it. All right, they don't attack. So let's Planar Genesis because we messed that up. I'm so excited to get Birthing Ritual. Okay. No. Get Birthing Ritual. I mean, we'll attack. They're just gonna chump here. That's fine. Terrastodon already did its job. So now we can activate Birthing Ritual. Look at the cards. Sacrifice Terrastodon. Now we can get Ghalta and put in Griselbrand. I wonder if they're scooped to this. Okay. They scoop before we even put it in. Alright, so against Amulet Titan, we definitely want the Beseiju. Force of Vigor is really good, typically, because they have Saga, they have Amulets. Consign should be really good, Orm's Chant should be really good. We have a lot to potentially bring in, but you don't want to overboard. Even Into the Flood Maw for their Titan is really good, so we don't need Ureni. We can take out Hallowed Fountain for Beseiju. Maybe one Ghalta, Beseiju in. Yeah, like all of these are just so good. Maybe because we're taking out Ghalta, we can take out a Xenagos also. I mean, like, Orm's Chant's really good, Flood Maw's really good. I think I'd rather have Consign over Orm's Chant here. It's almost tempting to just take out the Chancellors and board in all this hate. They are going to be bringing in... Do you think they'll bring in Dismember for, like, Birthing Ritual stuff? So we'll try this, and we'll see if they bring in anything that makes us want to change for Birthing Ritual. Because technically we're the faster combo deck. Alright, we're definitely going to keep this. Triple Rider. Lands, we just need a Neoform effect. We have Genesis to find it. Force of Vigor for their... Hopefully Saga into Amulet. Please, come on. I was really hoping they'd do that. So I'm trying to think... So we could kill Urza Saga now, or we could wait to see if they play another Saga. I don't think they're going to. It's fine. We'll take the risk here. Oh, we do draw the Ritual. Okay. Edge Maze. Eladamri's Call. Don't need that yet. Oh, we don't really need that right now. So this is the risk. Like, we are letting them untap, so they'll have 2 mana to maybe explore or something. The best case scenario is if they play another Urza Saga. Okay, they didn't. Analyst. Okay. So if we would have killed Urza Saga, we would have been fine. They find another Urza Saga. Alright, I guess we'll do this now. It's a little late, but they don't get the amulet now. That's what they're really banking on. We draw another ritual. Let's cast ritual. Exile here and fine to keep this up. Alright, find Atraxa. Cast Atraxa. Take Consign, Beseiju, Neoform, Chancellor. Seems good. Now we're protected with Consign. We have Beseiju to just blow up any of their bounce lands or their Urza Sagas. Oh, they do have an amulet. Okay. Vexing Bauble. A little late. Another Atraxa. We'll attack. So we could actually Neoform Atraxa for Terastodon. Yeah, that's... Oh, man. But then we're not holding up Beseiju or Consign. I mean, let's play this out. It's going to be weird, but I think we do this. Cast Neoform, get Terastodon, blow up their stuff, and then we can just Birthing Ritual, get... Yeah, and they're off it. This is insane. Match 3, finally on the play. And we have lands, evolution effects, ways to find Rider, no surveil lands. We do have 4 lands. It could be awkward. We go tap land, go. Planar Genesis, pitch here, here. Yeah, we can try it. Let's go Hallowed Fountain tapped. You could mulligan this just because a 6 could just be amazing, like way better than this hand. But because we have the evolution effect and a way to find... Oh no, we're up against Belcher. This is going to be really tough. Game 1. But we do have Beseiju, which could be nice. Find Eladamri's Call. Okay. So I'll play Gemstone Mine. So it's really tempting to Beseiju here, so that way they can't play a 2-drop, but then we're just like doing nothing on our turn. And the reason to Beseiju this, so they don't get a creature, is so they don't have access to Flare. I think I'm going to do this. But again, we could hold up one of these. Could be correct. I'm not sure. This is also our 3rd land if we don't want to sack this. And they also have Lotus Bloom on Suspend, so I think maybe slowing them down is good. Maybe it doesn't matter because they have it on Suspend. Another tap land. Ghalta. It's another green card. Alright, we'll play this tapped, and I guess pass. Maybe at their upkeep. We'll stop at their upkeep. Because we're going to want to Eladamri's Call anyway. So we'll cast Eladamri's Call. So you can wait for upkeep before the draw so they don't potentially draw a counterspell or something to counter this. You could wait till the end step or until they cast a creature. I kind of like this. Okay. So we'll get Allosaurus Rider. What's good about Evolution, too, is they usually don't have any 3s to pitch, but then they can just flare, like we said, Philogy. Hopefully they don't find a flare. All right, so they milled Suppression Ray, Tameshi, and Lotus Bloom. They take the land. I mean, we're going to go for it. We have to here. Archive, Sec, here and here. Do they have the flare? Okay. So if they don't have the flare there, they could still have it here. I'm assuming they do. They're not F6, so Force a Negation. Pitching the Suppression Ray. All right, that's tough. Play Archive. Land to the yard, and we'll pass. So again, this game 1 is pretty impossible just because they have so many counterspells. But that's like the downside of this deck is it's a permission deck, so you can't be upset about it. They cast Bloom. They shock in Seagate. So they could just play a Naked Belcher and pass. They could just wait one more turn and just win like that. We're not winning for a while, so they have all the time in the world. All right, let's do this main phase just to see if we can draw anything. Because we got to decide if we want to play this land or hold this up for Allosaurus. We find Neoform. So I think we want the Neoform. And now we're going to just keep this in hand. Oh, they're going to whir. Assuming they have a Belcher in hand then. Because we would need 2 more turns and... Oh, okay. We'll see if they have another whir in hand because they can just 9 mana, 12 mana. And for this deck, what they do is they sack Lotus Bloom, pay a white, get it back, sack Lotus Bloom, pay white, get it back. 6, 7, 8. So they have enough Belcher mana here. They had a very good hand, especially against ours. We didn't really do anything, so all they needed was 1 force, but... And their deck is just a stock list. Nothing crazy. They do have Snapback, though, so that's something to be aware of, but... Unfortunately, we don't have Coma in this list, too, which would be pretty cool. Alright, so against Mono Blue Belcher, we have Beseiju, we have Veils, Consign can be pretty good, Orange Chant, Voice of Victory. So because we're against all these counterspells, we can take Chancellor out. We don't have to be super fast, because they can just blow us out. We don't need Urani in this matchup. We can take out Ghalta, Xenagos. We have this. Since we're bringing in Beseiju, we can take out a fetch land for the other Orange Chant. I definitely want these Consigns. I'm trying to think of what else to take out that doesn't completely destroy our core game plan. Probably Eladamri's and Evolution. And try that. On the play. We have double Orange Chant, Birthing Ritual, but no Allosaurus Rider. We can take at least 1 mulligan here. We don't have Veils. We don't have anything. We have the Beseiju. Birthing Ritual, double land here. We'll try this. We'll put back Atraxa just to kind of make our hits a little better. Because we're probably going to be pitching Ghalta here. So this is kind of like a slow control matchup. We're going to be Besieguing them, holding up Veil, all that kind of thing. Play this tapped. They suspend Lotus Bloom. Tap land. It's also really good in this matchup too is the Birthing Rituals because they're really good bait land. So like we'll play this out and it might get what's it called? The free spell, whatever. Oh, it didn't. Okay. Can't think of the name right now. Another play there was to Paseju the Javari Ruins, but I don't want to get that down because they're going to shock that in and play a creature. Yeah, so it's probably better to Paseju there. Take them off at least one turn, especially because we don't have a creature yet. But getting this down is really nice under counter spells before they draw them. They find a Whir, which is really annoying actually. And Planar Genesis. I guess what sucks is that we don't have blue mana. We'll stop at their draw step and I guess Paseju them. I don't know if they bring in their basic here. They probably do, just because they know we have a lot of Pasejus. Eat the land. Okay, so they didn't bring a basic in. That's nice. I get them for 1. Man, so if we would have Paseju'd a turn earlier, they wouldn't have been able to cast this. We do find the Allosaurus Rider, which is very lucky. So we're just going to hope that Birthing Ritual finds something. All right, they let that go. So Birthing Ritual is going to trigger. Unless they have, like, something, but it doesn't look like they do. No, we brick. Wow, we bricked hard. I mean, it happens. That's the second time this has happened this league. The one downside to Birthing Ritual. Hopefully they can't go off and we can blow up their stuff would be ideal. But they're going to have access to at least 4 mana. Hopefully they don't have Tameshi. So they're taking a lot of time. I wonder if they're thinking if they should suspend Lotus. Oh, they did find a land for turn. I think they're wondering like if they should use the Lotus Bloom mana or if they can afford to wait a turn. We know they have a Whir in hand, so it kind of sucks. I mean, we could get Terastodon and blow everything up, make them use this Lotus Bloom to get another one. That's like the best we could do with Terastodon. They took a good few minutes to think about this turn. Oh man, missing blue mana is rough. All right, we'll attack. Get them for 4. I wonder if they have like Snapback or something. Move to end step. Come on, Birthing Ritual. Oh, we find the Terastodon. 1, 2, 3. And what's cool about this is if they sack this, they don't get the what's it? Elephant? Yeah, they don't get the elephant, but they lose this and they have to get another Whir. And by Whir, I mean another Lotus Bloom. Because we know they have Whir in hand. Oh, they just scoop. Terastodon, man. Terastodon doing work. Is there anything else we want? I don't think so. I think we just gotta get lucky like this and run it back. Man, this hand is insane, but we have no lands. No, not like this. 2 no-landers. That's really sad. Gotta go to 5. All right, we will keep this. Put back Terastodon and Neoform. So we can Eladamri's Call for an Allosaurus Rider. We will have protection. Cage. Okay. Do we have anything for Cage? We have Paseju, I guess. Start with a Surveil land. Atrax is not a great draw, but it's a green card. Graveyard, that. Yeah, we're looking for Paseju for this. They suspend Lotus Bloom, so that was their draw for turn. They shock this in for a Philagi. Oh, they find another Lotus Bloom they can suspend. So they're definitely going to kill us in a couple turns. They double Lotus Bloom. I mean, they might just take, like, Suppression, right? They're taking their time. They took Sink into Stupor. Okay, that's fair. We have Veil for that if it comes down to it. Disciple. It's another green card. So we could save this. Eladamri's Call. Let's just play Gemstone Mine. I don't mind. Lotus Bloom. I'm going to Eladamri's Call at their upkeep. Get Allosaurus Rider. So we definitely need Paseju. They shock in Springs. Suspend another Lotus Bloom. Just really hope their last card isn't Belcher. We draw Atrax though. So we would have the win here. Unfortunately, Cage is preventing that. I think I'm still going to play out Allosaurus Rider though. Just as like a beater. We have the Veil, so if they do want to counter this, we get the redraw so we can find Paseju faster. Sink into Stupor. Cast Veil. Does that work? Now that I think about it, it doesn't work. It's, oh no. As soon as I cast that, I was like, wait a second. That doesn't do what I think it does. Because it's like a subtlety or anything like that. It's not actually countering the spell. If anything, we still need to do that because we're not winning any faster. You could hold it for more protection, but getting the redraw is nice. We just need more green cards now. And that was going to happen no matter what. So we just needed to get it out of their hand. Terastodon. We'll play this tapped. So their stuff comes off suspend now. So let's see if they have the Belcher this whole time. No, they had Tameshi. All right, so they are going to get to draw a card. We'll see if they like go for it completely or not. So yeah, we didn't bring in any of the Force of Vigors. I guess I wasn't expecting Cage. All right, it looks like they either had the Belcher or they just top decked it here. Or they also have a Whir. All right, they're just spinning their wheels right now. It'd be funny if they just played out all these creatures trying to get the beat down on. Looks like they have the Whir though. Yeah, so they either had this in hand the whole time or they top decked it. So match 4 on the play. I just realized too, we haven't had any Chancellor hands yet. It's kind of weird. We will keep this though. We have Allosaurus, everything here. We just need to make our land drop, so we'll keep. Can always Eladamri's for another Disciple. Play this tapped and pass. We don't know what we're up against, so we'll save our life here. A blue deck, not very... Hopefully no counter spells. Hedge Maze is good. Birthing Ritual. I kind of want to... Oh, man. Like, I want to keep this. We don't know what we're against. It's a blue deck. I'm assuming they're just going to consider. This could be good bait. I think I'm going to try this. I think I'm going to keep it on top. In the blind, I'm not sure. Maybe they tap out and we can just go Allosaurus Rider into Evolution. Most likely getting Dinosaur for Atraxa. Generous End. Okay. Living End. This is also a pretty tough matchup just because they have the Subtleties main deck. They have Force Negation main deck. We are going to go for it. I guess what sucks is we're going to do this and they're going to have Subtlety. Oh, wow. Okay. Never mind. Well, are they going to have Force? If they have Force, then we want a Birthing Ritual. They paused. Cast Birthing Ritual. They have to force this. And this is the safer approach because if they force this, then we lose Allosaurus and we just straight up lose. But what also sucks is if they have Living End, we also kind of lose. Pact and Negation. Jesus. All right, well, interesting. So what do they have that they're going to pay for the Pact? I'm guessing a Consign main deck? Oh, you know what? I just realized. This is not Living End. It's the Mirror. So funny. I was not even paying attention. Let's attack. I'm over here thinking we're against Living End, and it's just the Mirror. Which is fair because of the Generous End, but there are some Generous End builds now. So we can get Terastodon and just blow up their lands. Could be good. They missed their land drop, so I think that's the best play. Oh, they had the Consign. Okay. So it wasn't happening regardless. We just have a 9/9. Now we just lose. Damn, they had Pact Negation, Consign, and Consign. I just hate that we're facing the Mirror. I think that's the main thing I'm annoyed about is, again, there's a million decks we could play against, and we're up against the Mirror. And their version's definitely better than ours, because they have the main deck Consigns and Packs. So they're already, like, pre-boarded against us. Yeah, they're just Nourishing Shoal, Griselbrand. They definitely went out in the Mirror. They play Hooting Mandrills. We will Surveil. Another Allosaurus Rider to the grave. We're looking for an evolution effect. We draw another one. I mean, I guess we attack, right? They should just take it. They draw. They also have Nourishing Shoal, so it doesn't really matter. Like, extra insult to injury, they don't care. Alright, we'll pass. So they have another Consign. They used 2, they need 1 more. Down to 2. If the Consign's in the last bottom 16, they lose. Oh, they're digging. Did they find it? No, they found it. They went down to 2 life. They're going to go back up to 10. Damn. That would have been hilarious. Now they're just going to play out some creatures. We desperately need an evolution effect. They surveil. They keep it on top. They get in with Griselbrand. Up to 10. Evolution? No, we draw Griselbrand, which is... It's not a green card, and it's... that's literally the worst card possible we could have drawn there. That's pretty funny. Alright, I guess we'll pass. That's so sad. Yeah, this game did not work out for us. They had, like, the Mirror nuts, and we just have nothing. They're going to evolution this. Yeah. They get Ghalta. What creatures do they have in hand? Oh, they have Xenagos. Okay. Unfortunate. Man. Alright, so in the Mirror, we want Orange Chance. We can bring in our own Consigns and into the Flood Maul. We can take out Ureni, Ghalta. Definitely want Voice. So if we want all this, what are we taking out? 5 cards? So again, this is a weird one where Chancellor could be amazing, or if they just consign our thing, we're screwed. I think we can go down a couple, like, slower ritual cards here. I'm gonna try this. Alright, on the play. We have a lot of disruption. We have the Birthing Ritual. I think we can try it. Let's start with the Surveil Land. Okay, they do the same. Evolution to the Yard. Get an Archive. Ghalta. Don't need a Ghalta. Neoform. We'll just play this and pass. We should have played the Gemstone Mine, so that way we could hold both up. Alright, they just do nothing. Draw Traxa. Not really what we want. I'm going to pass again, holding up both of these. They're going to Planar Genesis. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're missing. Just land go. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, we're not drawing very well. Unless we get a Dino, then this is pretty terrible. And they get 2... Oh my god, they have another Genesis, and they get the Surveil, so... Not looking good here. Let's see what they got. Allosaurus. I'm going to Orange Chant them in response. They have the Pact Negation. Okay. They Neoform. They get Ghalta. Summoner's Pact. Xenagos. So let's see if they have anything for this Ghalta here. I mean, yeah. Let's see if we can cheese them out here. Into the Flood Maul. Tell me they have another Pact. Oh my god. No, they just had the nuts both times. Alright, good for them. Alright, welcome to the final match on the play. We finally have a Chancellor. Match 5, and we can't do anything with it, so we're going to mulligan. We will keep this. We have the Birthing Ritual and Allosaurus Rider. Put back Probably Trastodon, because it's the one of. Atrax is probably going to get pitched anyway. We'll go Gemstone Mine, go. Grove, so this is Broodscale. So this is a race. If Birthing Ritual can find something awesome, can blow them out of the water. There's a Saga. Another Birthing Ritual. Cast Birthing Ritual. So now we have to decide if we want to pitch Atraxa, or if we want to try to find the Dino to put Atraxa into play, or keep Birthing Ritual for next turn for whatever we get, or Planar Genesis for an evolution effect. I think if we don't find anything, we'll have double Ritual for next turn, if nothing else. Alright, we find Atraxa. Take Atraxa. We want Boseiju, Disciple, Evolution, Planar. We want to keep the creatures. We hit a lot of creatures, but we want to keep them in the deck so that way we can find them. And done. The player's a Saga. And because they're a combo deck, they don't instantly lose to this. Haywire might. Alright, they eat the Birthing Ritual immediately. That's fine. Misty. Let's attack. We're just gonna... So we can Evolution and Trastodon on these two. We can Boseiju this now. We can Planar Genesis. There's a lot to do. I think I'm just going to Evolution this for Trastodon. Let's see. Guess Evolution. Like, can we lose that way? Guess Trastodon. 1, 2... We eat our own land too. So they have no mana. We're going to be getting in for a lot. We have Birthing Ritual to mess with Trastodon also. We have Boseiju in case they want to try to do anything fancy. Temple. Springleaf Drum. Okay. I mean, that's 2 mana right there. Another Disciple. We'll attack first. Alright, they chump. We'll shock this in. Cast Birthing Ritual. Move to end step. We find Ghalta. We'll sacrifice this. I guess we'll get a Ghalta. We'll put this into play. But we're not going to sacrifice anything. We want as much pressure as possible. And then we'll just pass. We'll hold up Boseiju. I don't think it's worth it to Boseiju the Temple. This is lethal on board anyway. I mean, they're still playing. They have Fleshraker? Yeah. Alright, they're still playing. Neoform. Let's attack. We could Planar Genesis, try to get a Xenagos, I guess, could be a thing. Or like a way to find Xenagos. So maybe that could have been the play. We'll cast Neoform here. No! It lagged and I clicked Chancellor. No. Oh, that's brutal. It lagged and I clicked Chancellor. Alright, we found a Ureni at least. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Take Ureni. I'll pass. So again, we have Boseiju up. If for some reason, somehow, they find a way to do something. But they could go like Broodscale or something. I think this K command. Alright, they draw 3, scry 3. So we play this deck, and I can't think of one way to get out of this. They bottom all 3 cards. And there you go. Okay. Yeah, so we misclicked there because it lagged, and but we got there. Alright, against Broodscale, we want Boseiju, Force of Vigor, Consign to Memory. We don't need Ureni. Take out a fetch land. So we want these 5. What can we take out? It's always the question. Probably like 1, 2, maybe like a Ghalta. Let's try that. Alright, we have the turn 2. We're going to keep. They go Blade. Probably their best start. Start with a Surveil land. Fall to the graveyard. We want some sideboard cards, if nothing else. We just want them to like tap out. Okay, they do nothing. Birthing Ritual. Shock this in. Go 1, blue-green, Neoform. I want to keep the Rider. I want to keep the potential land, and then the potential evolution effect. So we can go Trastodon again. And then we have Birthing Ritual for next turn. Yeah, let's go for it. They're smart not to fetch. Let's go 1, 2, 3 like that. And that's why keeping the potential land's good. The Birthing Ritual for the eventual Trastodon evolution. They still do have a land left over. They're just going to get a force with this. Stomping Ground. Untapped. They shocked in the Stomping Ground. Why would they do that? There's a Saga. I guess we don't want them to have a Boseiju. That would be annoying. Broodscale. Okay. So they're definitely not out of it. Misty. So now we can actually keep... No, now we can't. Never mind. Shock this in. Get in with both. We'll Birthing Ritual. So we definitely have to do something before they pop off. Oh, Xenagos. Okay. Sack here. Xenagos isn't as good just because we have the sack there. Get a Traxa. We could get Griselbrand. I would just Griselbrand, right? I'll pass. And then try not to die. This, we want Griselbrand because we can draw... Oh, you know what? That's my bad. We should have drawn cards for Force of Vigor. Like, duh. We'll do that next turn. Eldrazi Temple. Maybe they'll, like, play some stuff out and we'll get rewarded for being, quote, patient. Fleshraker. We also don't want to be taking a lot of damage because Fleshraker can ping us and then that ruins our everything. Neoform. Alright, so we'll move to combat. We can't Neoform for Xenagos, so we just have to attack. Alright, they trade here. We go up to 22. They go to 7. We'll draw. Draw the Boseiju. Double Boseiju's nice. So let's get rid of Chancellor and Ritual. Play out Gemstone Mine. Move to end step. What is this? Dismember. Okay, fair. We want to draw 7 more. I'm worried about dying to Fleshraker, if I'm being honest. Actually, no, we don't really care. We'll just kill him with we'll just kill him with Griselbrand. That's fine. So we'll Besage this now. And then I think we'll pass. They need a blade. And we can always draw with Griselbrand. We don't find anything anyway. We'll say no. So they have 1 turn. They need to draw exactly blade. And we have the Besage for it anyway. And there you go. Very nice. Alright, so that was some more fair Neobrand featuring Chancellor of the Tangle. Unfortunately, we didn't get to use Chancellor at all, which is a little awkward because that was the main point of this deck. So despite not having any cool Chancellor openers, we got to see the deck do its thing. The only time we lost was against Blue Belcher, which is a very difficult matchup, and then in the mirror, where their version of Neobrand is way better than ours in the mirror. But overall, I think this deck performed really well. Like I talked about in my last video, I really did enjoy Chancellor when we got to utilize it on turn 1, but this league, it didn't work out that way. I'll probably continue to iterate on the Chancellor version. The packed versions are also really good, so you can't go wrong with whatever you choose. And then I also think the sideboard felt pretty solid too. I think the hardest part is trying to figure out what to side in, what to side out without diluting your deck too much. I think we did a pretty good job at that, so you guys let me know if you would do anything different. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching this Neobrand video. If you want to see more fair Neobrand content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.